Hmm. All right, it is Hello Again Wednesday number 73. I'm trying to do a few different things. I actually tried doing a poll, but something went wrong with my polling thing, I think. And 'cause I could never get it to oh, there's activate the poll right there. Uh we'll see what happens. I clicked it. All right, we'll see what happens. Just some new things I'm trying to do. As you even heard, I told you I was trying to do my own little intro bit, as in intro music. It's in my head. Consider this the demo. This is Hello Again Wednesday number 73. This is the premiere of a demo of a thought process, and I'm going to tweak it more and more, hopefully to get it better and better. And just you guys probably never see it, but for me, it's I was using some free stuff, and free is never free because it kept on my video thought process thing or whatever it has, kept saying copyright, which was fine because I gave credit to the company that gave me that piece for of music. And then I thought, I can probably do my own 15 seconds. But then I found out, man, 15 seconds is hard to create a 15-second really good opening bit. And so, hey, let me know what you think of it. It's something I did. I actually am playing on it, and I'll tweak it up some more and see if I can get it better and better. And I will even take suggestions if you want to hear it a different way. I said that when I did the first one. I'll take suggestions, and I will try to tweak it. Thanks for joining me this morning. For me, it's this morning. It is earlier than I've probably done in the past. For you out there in the Midwest, it's lunchtime. For you on the East Coast, it's the peak of your afternoon, maybe. And if you're watching this elsewhere, I am so glad that you are watching today on Facebook, or you watch on my YouTube channel. Brent Miller, What's on His Mind is what it's called, and you can always check me out there with the same things or some of the other things that I'm doing on YouTube. Go ahead and check that all out. Follow it, click it, share it. That would be great, especially if you share this with your family and friends and stuff like that. And uh, I just want you to talk back to me. And I say that in the talk back because this week Lauren was wanting to watch. She was wanting to watch. What was it? She was wanting to watch Top Gun, the first one, the original one in the 80s, 90s, early 90s. And she comes out, and Ashley's like, man, your eyes are all puffy. And it's because Goose had died. And so I laugh at that because just the day ago, on Monday, a couple days ago, we're at Six Flags, and this lady's walking around with a shirt and has the sunglasses, the aviator sunglasses, and American flags and stuff, and it says "Talk to me, Goose." And so we were kind of laughing at that for a little bit, me and Ashley, and that was what was taking place in our Six Flags adventure. So please talk back to me about the new opener and stuff like that, and especially for the question of the day that I always ask. I'd love to hear your stories. So, what stories or fond memories do you have of Easter, or Easter week and stuff like that? I might have asked this back in episode 35, which would have been right around the Easter time also. And so I might have asked the same thing. But go ahead and let me know your stories. And if that poll popped up, if it didn't, ready here, you can answer. It's another question. If The question was, have you ever squished a Peeps around Easter time? And then the answers was yes, I squish them all the time because you'll know if you know what a peep is. And the second one was no, I only squish them once in a while. Or the other one was I've never squish or no. What's a peep? That was what the third question was. So, hey, in that poll, if it popped up, go ahead and click on that and let's see if we can get that thing to kind of work. Before I started doing this, I was doing some notes and stuff for today's bit on Easter, and I started to sneeze. And I use Google Docs, and with Google Docs, not that I need a doctor, but Google Docs documents, I can use voice typing. And so as I'm doing it, I started to sneeze, and after I sneezed, I looked at the page and it said, excuse you. So I was wondering, did it hear me sneeze and it said excuse you? Or did it hear me sneeze and thought I said excuse you? Either way, Big Brother seems to be watching me as I was preparing for today. Today is a big, big day. Today is one of my granddaughter's birthday. It is Addison's birthday today. And so we're going to probably have some birthday activities. We'll see. I'm going to get done with this. I'm going to go home and see what they want to do. And then there is birthday dinner and a birthday cake. So there's things that are happening birthday wise. It is a big birthday squish time right now. Speaking of squish, because it's Addison's birthday, and then it's going to be my sister Carrie's birthday is actually Easter Sunday. And then, then I have friends that are having birthdays, and I have my oldest granddaughter, her birthday's coming up in there and stuff real soon. And I think I'll squeeze mine in there. It's coming up. And that always reminds me of maybe I'll tag Jessica Schoen. Her mom celebrates her birthday, and we are in that same classification of birthdays. And so just some fun memories as Easter is drawing close. So Easter memories, Easter stories. I always have, me, I talk way too much. I have quite a few stories. But I'm going to just do a couple, and it might be some repeats, like I said in episode 35, where I think I talked about one of my biggest memories is sunrise service. A lot of places don't do it anymore, but sunrise service, meaning Easter morning, Easter Sunday morning, before all churches are starting and stuff, people would gather at sunrise and they would celebrate the resurrection of the Savior Jesus on that Easter morning. And I can remember being in northern Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, in the back of parking lot of our church, sitting on these bone cold chairs, bone cold chairs, watching the sunrise, singing songs of Easter morning. And I can remember doing that. I know my family, my mom and dad, and would especially remember doing stuff like that too. I can remember one year going to Busch Gardens down in Florida, and we went to early to Busch Gardens really, really early in the morning. For what? Because one of the churches was putting on a sunrise service inside Busch Gardens, and it was like a twofer. Get ready, because if you got up to go to that service in Busch Gardens, it was a free ticket into Busch Gardens that whole day. And so that made for a great Easter break activity. And Connie's parents would remember stuff like that as we attended it with them that one Easter morning. I can remember filling a ton of Easter eggs on in the week for a Saturday morning Easter egg hunt at Pekin First Church of God. And we would invite the neighborhood, invite the community to come out for an Easter egg hunt out in the grass. Those were always great times that we had. And I can also remember doing, and probably one of my favorites, the glow in the dark Easter egg hunts, where your Easter eggs glow in the dark. And I think we did it for youth one year. If they're all older now, but if some of the youth can remember that are young adults now, I think we did a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt one year at Pekin First Church of God. And I know I've done it one time, at least with my kids and grandkids uh, as we were growing up. And this year, we are going to do it again. In fact, Connie found, she went out and found these Easter eggs, and they have 2-inch glow sticks. So you snap those glow sticks and shake them, and you stick them in those Easter eggs. So a bunch of us are going to be snapping a lot of sticks and putting them in Easter eggs. And we are going to have a glow in the dark Easter egg hunt. And that's going to take place after all of our church services and stuff like that. And uh, because we want it to be dark when we find the Easter eggs. And so, instead of doing it after in the afternoon or early morning or anything, like we usually don't do it early morning because I'm preparing for Easter service, but we usually do it right after church. But this Sunday, we're going to do it later when it's dark, when we can hide those eggs. And who knows, in those Easter eggs, there might be, as they're cracking them open, there might be, for individuals, some money in their Easter eggs. And there's always this Easter candy. So there's Easter candy to be had as we have our Easter celebration coming up this Sunday. Well, I didn't see if the poll activated or anything like that. So I'm going to keep on moving along here. And so, you know what? And one of the good things that happens after this Easter extravaganza of glow in the dark Easter eggs is on Monday, school's back to normal. Everybody goes back to school. Okay, this Easter, man. And maybe one day I'll tell you this story because there's a funny story that goes along with it. At least I think it's funny. But a couple of Wednesdays ago, Bible study's getting over, and I get this phone call from home. I need to come home right away. And like, wow, I wonder what's up. And somebody had did a drive-by by our house, and not with guns. Somebody drove by our house, put a box in the yard, and next to that box, ready, was bunny food, a bunny watering dish, and a bunny litter box. And in that box was something shaken. And once those kids opened that box and saw this cute bunny, it was all over. And so because of that drive-by, our grandkids now have a bunny roaming the house. And it is the first time I've ever seen one and it really does use the litter box. Not always the greatest, but it does use the litter box. And so now there is a bunny in the house. Happy Easter. So here it is, Wednesday. It is going to be ticking away to the afternoon real soon for us out here. But this Wednesday on the West Coast, today, we are not having our Bible study. Instead, we're going to have the study at 2 p.m., which is our usually Wednesday Bible study time. Have that Bible study take place on Thursday. It'll be in person. It'll be via Zoom also. And I had a request to actually put it on Facebook. And so we are going to do our Bible study on those three avenues: in person, via Zoom, and also on Facebook. The thing that's about this one, it is Easter week. I don't know what else to call it. In my head, I know the things that take place. We had Palm Sunday, and Easter Sunday's coming. And on Thursday, our church always celebrates with a foot washing service and communion. And I know there's still the things going on with the fear of the virus and stuff like that. And so we're going to just have conversation, Bible study time about the week before Jesus was crucified. We are going to partake in communion. And so if you would like to join us on Facebook, or if you'd like to join us on Zoom, I can get you that Zoom link, because then you can have conversation with us, and we will take communion together. So if you're going to watch us which we do have people that Zoom with us every week. And so it's a reminder that have some crackers or some bread and some juice, and we will take communion together and celebrate the resurrection of our Savior as we our anticipation of Sunday coming up. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I invite you to hang out with us, especially tomorrow. Or if you cannot, check out a Bible believing church near you. See what kind of Easter events they are celebrating in that church with you. And I will see you again next week, next Wednesday. And we will see if we can maybe get some polling going. And maybe I'll have the opportunity to tweak out that new intro. Send me some suggestions and I will try my best. It is a new thing for me, and I'll see what I can do.